Hello, I'm Margaret Crabtree from Keepernet, and today, on behalf of the Derry City Council, Derry City and Strabane District Council, I'm going to be working on some face masks for Halloween, which you can work in at home, very inexpensive, and I'll take you through this mask here, which I bought in Milan some years ago, and it cost €10. So what I've done is I've went to the range, and I've got one of these little cardboard masks which are £1, and I bought a bag of the feathers which was also £1, and it's just a case then of gluing the feathers on and mimicking this mask here. So we'll start off with the glue that you require. There we go. And again, I've got some Mod Podge glue, which is just a water-based glue, but you can use any PVA glue, and you can pick it up in any of the craft shops around the city. To start off with the mask, just a case of emptying out some feathers, and it's working from the top of the mask round. So it's a case of just putting on a nice little layer of glue around the edge, and then we'll build up the feathers as we go along. So we can start off with some there and down. So you're better working at the outside of the mask and then coming towards the inside then. So we can get a nice long feather and just sit it on top. Back up your next one. I'm trying to keep these back ones as close to the edge as possible, that way then we'll get a bit more height on the feather at the top of the head. So pick up another feather and just place it on the end of the mask and push it into place. So just right round the edge of the mask, place your feather. These could have lovely coloured edges on them, and it was just £1 for the bag, and there's enough in it to make quite a few masks. So all in all, at the onset, the price will be £2 for the mask as opposed to €10. And you can keep them down the side as well, just applying the glue nice and thick, and pick up your feather and place it on. That's it, and the same again with the next one. Just give it a wee tug in place. Now they don't all have to be the same size or actually face the same direction. I think you get a wee bit more of movement on it if you just pick them up willy-nilly. So that's that layer on. The next layer now will just be a case again of putting more of the glue. I'm sure PVA glue would work the same. Just make sure you put it on good and thick, because it does soak into the cardboard, because this base is cardboard. Now, and again, just place your feathers and tug them just a wee push down in. Still looking for some of the longer ones for this top area. And a good long one there. And just pop it in place. So you're continuously building up with the layers of feathers. And there's absolutely loads of feathers in the bag for £1. It's amazing the amount of them there is. I'm just going to somewhere out here. There we go. And pop them in place. A lovely one there. There's a nice orange edge on it. I'll put that there. And as I say, just keep attaching them using the taller, the longer feathers for this outside edge. and tuck it down in. And I'm still putting on the smaller feathers around the eye. And you can see now how the eye's forming nice. I'll take that wee one off there. There are some really tiny ones, and they're just perfect for filling in those areas that have a wee bit of the stalk of the feather. See if I find another wee one. And one there. Put that to the inside there. So it's just a case of placing them on position to suit where your best want them to go. Not a really curly one. So all the way around now, it's just you're adding the feathers as you go, and we can do the same down the beak. So we can put some glue around the beak area. And again, don't be afraid to put it on because it'll help to get the feathers to stick in place. So we'll start at the bottom of the beak now and we'll work our way up the beak. I'm just going to leave a wee tiny bit free at the bottom there. So the feathers are kind of curved, so if you've got a curve, go with the curve on it. Sticking to the wee brown ones for now. So we continuously build up the feathers on the beak area, or you can paint the beak if you want to leave it free of feathers. Push that one down out. A little bit of glue in this area. There we go. Smaller ones. And again, just pop the feathers in place. Tap them down on the, make sure they're secure. Okay. You can add a few of the very small ones again on top of that, just for a little bit more texture. Let's see. These are all from the one bag as well, so there's very good value, very good coverage on them. And we'll just put a little bit on the feather and pop it on. If you do get a wee bit of glue on a piece, just put another feather on top of it and that'll help to disguise it. There's something else sticking to it then. So here now we have the mask completely covered with the feathers. You may wish then to add some larger feathers. So we've got this now. You can see I have one eye already completely covered with the rickrack or the embellishment. And to do the same now on the other side, it's just a case of getting a piece of rickrack or shiny fabric or beading or sequins, and we'll just glue the back of it, and then I can glue it off my finger, and then pop it in like this. So we're just following the outline of the eye and putting the rickrack in place. And we'll do the same for the lower lid as well. Another piece, cut off and glue the back of it. And just wipe my fingers. It's handy to have an old face cloth. It's grand because then you can wash it again, so you're not, it's better than using paper because the paper sticks to your fingers. So I'm just positioning the second part of the eyelid, the lower end, and also I'm going to pop a wee clothes peg inside there just to keep it in place, particularly at the corners. So we just want to overlap the corner slightly on the embellishment there, and the same then on that part. So it's just a case of holding it in place until it sticks. I have a bigger peg here, so I'll use that on this outside to secure it there. So there you have it. Now you may not wish to put a string on this one because it might be too close to your face, but you could always use it for on a stick and have it like a Mardi Gras mask or a Venetian style mask. So there we have it now. And if you do wish, I'll do this right. If you do wish, you can add some larger feathers. These are peacock style feathers, so you could add them on. There's only 3 of these in a pack, so you could put the 3 of those together and just pop them on then the back or the side, or alternate them throughout the 3 pieces. So there we go. Hope you have fun doing that. It's actually good fun making these and sticking on the feathers. If you would like to paint the beak instead of feathering it, that's a good idea. But I just thought, following the one that I had, that I would put on the feathers on it as well. Almost looks like a werewolf. Hope you enjoy doing it. Post pictures if you happen to do it, it would be great to see them. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to put them in the comments. Thank you.